What's going on, you guys? Hopefully you guys are having a great Wednesday. It is FOMC day, however. So price was pretty choppy for the first like two macros, but I was still able to catch along. And I think the reason why, a big reason why I took today's trade was because I had a pretty confident draw on liquidity. I kind of knew where price wanted to go. As long as you know you have the correct draw in the correct liquidity points marked out, it doesn't matter what entry you use, doesn't matter what model you use, right? You're still going to win the trade. You're going to be profitable as long as you know what point of liquidity price wants to move, and you have knowledge as to what the market's doing right now. So that's kind of the reason why I took the trade today. And we can get into it, and I can kind of recap it. So today was a $776.16 day. I took one loss, one win. That's yes. Wait, I go orders. Where did I? Okay, there we go. All right, so 1,140 for NQ, and then 352 was the loss. So win covered up my loss. But today my daily bias was initially bullish. The reason why was because right now obviously we don't look bullish, but on the 4 hour yesterday, so this is when today's trading session started, right? Yesterday at 6 p.m. is when today's daily candle opened. And this 4 hour big ass straight candle inverts this 4 hour fair value gap, inverts this 4 hour fair value gap. So we were disrespecting two bearish 4 hour fair value gaps, which is a pretty good sign, right? And then overnight we were respecting this kind of 1 hour gap at a decent amount, right? So a decent amount, we were respecting this 1 hour for gap. Now, obviously, I didn't know. Well, I didn't know we would dump like this. So we were, like, obviously, if I saw this candle dumped, then obviously I'd be bearish. But no, I was coming in 8 a.m., 9 a.m. So yeah, around here, we were respecting this 1 hour for gap. So I was like, oh, okay, we're probably going to be bullish for today. So the two things was the reason why I was bullish. Oh, and this big ass daily SMT here on the bottom on the daily time frame, put in this bullish SMT yesterday, and then we also tapped into this bullish daily fair value gap for NQ yesterday, while ES didn't, which inherently made that SMT. So because of that, I was bullish. Already went over while I was bullish on the 4 hour, already went over while I was bullish on the 1 hour, and then on the 15 minute, honestly, low-key the same thing. I just believe that this 1 hour fair value gap would hold. We were just digging deeper into sell side, and honestly, that was what we did, right? So another big conviction for me on the lower time frame was we had a market maker buy model. So we have original consolidation here, right? Original consolidation. We have our first phase of accumulation, second phase of accumulation, distribution again, and then here is essentially our smart money reversal, right? And the reason why I know this was a valid smart money reversal was because let me mark it a different color. Was because we were in our -2 to -2.5 standard deviation area after marking out the manipulation leg of this kind of buy side sweep, and this is a good point in reversal, -2 to -2.5 according to, like, math standard deviation. In addition to that, obviously we're in a 1 hour imbalance, and then it seemed like we were respecting this 1 hour order block by wicking off of it on the 9 a.m. 1 hour candle, and so my draw here now, because of that, we have a market maker buy model. Because of that, my draw here now was this London high, right? That was my draw, the London high. I know that's a huge move, but on a higher time frame, I was bullish. We also had reason to go up higher, so I was super bullish. I was honestly really confident, right? Because of that, now I'm basically just looking for an entry. And so for even more conviction, we put in two SMTs. I'm pretty sure these are 2 5-minute, or maybe this is a 1 minute, and then we put in a 5-minute SMT. So this first trade, right? I guess I could have been a little bit more patient. I took this first trade because of this. A large part was because of this 5-minute inverse fair value gap right here. Let me just get rid of this. So that's 5-minute fair value gap getting inversed by this big 5-minute volume candle. As soon as we inverse that and we tap into this 5-minute fair value gap, this is where I should have waited for this 5-minute fair value gap here to get inversed, maybe, because obviously it's getting respected as of now. But on the 15-minute, we did end up inversing and closing this 15-minute fair value gap, essentially, like, not fully, but this was a pretty strong closure over that 15-minute fair value gap. Now, granted, also, maybe I should have waited for this to close fully as well. Maybe I could have stayed a little bit more patient. But I saw on the 1 minute, we had a really big imbalance here, a huge volume candle on the 1 minute. We also delivered the change in the state. Now, the only reason why I probably could have avoided this trade was because there's no unicorn, right? There's no clean unicorn. There's no low, high. There's no clean lower, low, and then a higher high. Neither on the 1 minute is there a clean low, high, lower, low, higher, high for me to enter off of cleanly on unicorn, right? Like I said, though, today, my conviction was market environment. I knew that we were digging deeper for sell side liquidity. We have a lot of buy side liquidity engineered. We have London highs, we have Asia highs. We tapped into a daily fair value gap yesterday. We have a bullish daily SMT, 4 hour, 1 hour. We were respecting bullish PD arrays and disrespecting bearish PD arrays. So I had conviction and I had confluences. And I had and I knew like I had things stacked on top of each other to kind of put together my bias, right? And so something like, obviously I entered that trade and I was up in it, and then price just completely dumps, right? And so I'm like, okay, whatever, like I'm still confident that my draw is going to be bullish, because what do we do here? We come in, sweep out this low, sweep out this London low, right? 929, we sweep out the London low, pre-market lows, and then we put in an SMT. Okay, that's so much conviction. That's like the final sweep and sells of liquidity, minor sells of liquidity. That's the final point of liquidity that we need. If we still dump after taking sell side, I mean, that just means my draw was wrong. But I was super confident that after this sweep we would just start buying up, and that's exactly what we did, right? So as soon as we sweep it, SMT, those two things with my big confluences: sweeping, minor buy side liquidity, and then an SMT, and then that market maker buy model. Honestly, this would have been an A+ setup if we got a nice unicorn model entry, but I was really, like I said, confident in the draw, and this 850 high would be taken, so I entered off of three wicks, three basically rejection candles off of this wick off, enter off of that, and then price, I think, didn't take any partials. I broke even once we took this high, and then I started trailing once we started making more structure to the upside. The price was super choppy, bro. Like, for, I don't know, this trade was like around 40 minutes. I don't really like to stay in trades for that long. It's just too much stress on my body, bro. But yeah, my original idea, like I said, I wanted to see price buy back up into this area. We just took out this low, so maybe we'll start buying up. But yeah, well, I want to see on a higher time frame us to buy back up and take out this high. Before maybe we start delivering lower. I think that's what price wants to do as of now. But if we just start delivering lower, then I guess we've already got enough buy side. But yeah, that was my trade recap for today. Hopefully you guys learned something. So the big things here today, like I said again, was knowing my draw on liquidity, right? My draw coming into the day was the London highs, was the Asia highs. But mind you, I adapted, right? I knew price was choppy, and I targeted a 15-minute gap. I don't think I showed you guys what I targeted. I targeted a 15-minute gap, a 50-minute high within a 50-minute gap, inside a 1 hour imbalance as well. So yeah, was gonna be extra ambitious and target London highs because I really wanted to see that happen. But it's a good thing I was a little bit more humble today. But yeah, that was the trade recap for today. If I take another trade tomorrow, I'll let you guys know and post a recap. Hopefully you guys learned something. Thank you guys for watching, and have a great rest of y'all's Thursday. Stay safe and God bless.